Okay, what's up, you guys? Quentin loves trains and horror movies, and today I'm going to be looking at doing a review of Friday the 13th that was released in 1980 and spawned up 12 sequels up to that point, including the reboot. But even though I'm not going to review the remakes, because like I said, I know I don't include remakes. So the movie began, but even though I know that if you've seen Friday the 13th, I know Jason has been the killer in all Friday the 13th films, but except for the first film, Jason was not originally the killer in the first film. Instead, it was his mother. And like in the first film, began like in 1958 in Camp Crystal Lake. Mrs. Voorhees, known as Jason's mother, kills those two counselors because she got 20 years after Jason had drowned, like as a child. Jason drowned. And then like a couple years later, on Friday, June 13th, in the present time, this girl named Annie is on her way to Camp Crystal Lake, but then Ralph kind of warns them about what happened there, and this guy helps Annie get to Camp Crystal Lake. And then there's other teenagers going to Camp Crystal Lake. And then they have they go to Camp Crystal Lake. And then Pamela Voorhees kind of stalks the teenagers at Crystal Lake. And the people who are at Camp Crystal Lake are having a good time there. And then in the scene, in the cabin, from Friday the 13th, in the cabin, the snake is there, and then Alice kills that snake. And then Crazy Ralph all of a sudden appears in Alice's closet, telling them to get away from Camp Crystal Lake because some crazy stuff happened there. 20 years. Happened there because Jason drowned. Then night falls, and it's raining. In the film, in the film, Friday the 13th, there was night falls and then it starts raining, and then they're chilling in the cabin, and then and then there's a lot of people that are being chased by Pamela Voorhees, except I know Pamela Voorhees was Jason's mother. Pamela Voorhees was having flashbacks telling Alice the story about when Jason drowned year before those two counselors were killed, and his name was Jason. And they show Jason as a child drowning in Camp Crystal Lake. And then Mrs. Voorhees kind of gets mad and kind of goes off crazy, and then tries to chase after Alice through Camp Crystal Lake, and then she keeps hiding from Pamela Voorhees because Pamela Voorhees was trying to kill Alice. But even though Alice kind of keeps running from Mrs. Voorhees. But like you said, even if you've seen Scream, Jason was not originally the killer. Mrs. Voorhees was. because even though I have seen Friday the 13th, but it's been a while, but even though I'm talking about it with you, and I just want to let you know, I hope you guys are all having a good Friday the 13th and celebrating it if you are a horror fan. And I also want to give a shout out to all you horror movie fans out there, and I want to give a shout out to Christian Hannah Horror, Nick the Lost River Drive-In, and to all your horror and Dead Meat, James A. Janice from Dead Meat, who talks about those kill counts, from all your favorite horror movies. Excuse me. So, like, in Friday the 13th, like, yeah, I know, like, Pamela Voorhees is still chasing Alice around the campground, around Camp Crystal Lake. And then Alice runs off to that lake, and then Mrs. Voorhees finds her, and then they start attacking each other, and then Alice kind of runs up to Mrs. Voorhees and starts defeating her with the machete once and for all. And then Alice goes on that boat, and then she has a dream that, and then Jason starts pulling her in the lake, and then Alice wakes up in a hospital. And that Jason, and that she was telling the police that Jason, that Jason pulled her in the lake, and then they don't believe her, and then and then he's still there. But in the next Friday the 13th film, which is part 2, which I'll be covering in my next video. Until then, and also thanks for watching, and I will keep talking about Friday the 13th part 2, which I'll be covering in my next video. Until then, I'm Quentin Loves Trains and Horror Movies. This has been the review, and like I said, I'd like to give a shout out to Christian Hannah Horror, Nick the Lost River Drive-In, Dead Meat, and to all you horror movie fans out there, if you're watching this. And before I go, I just want to show you that I also have the Friday the 13th Deluxe Edition, and I'm going to be watching it after I'm done making this video. And I'm going to be watching Friday the 13th after I'm done making this video. And I'm also wearing my I Love Friday shirt. And I also want you to like, share, subscribe, comment below if you think, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram if you didn't already. This has been the review. Till then, I'm Quentin Loves Trains and Horror Movies. Thanks for watching.